morning, St. Martin. I'm Yesenia Lázaro.
And I'm Alston Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
Where we bring you the latest, most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's the beginning of the week. Let's dive into our top headlines.
St. Martin's new government, led by the Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Luc Marcelina, officially took office on Tuesday after a 99-day formation process. During his inaugural address, Marcelina revealed that 28 days were under his control as formateur, while the remaining 71 days were handled by the prosecutor's office, the Security Services of St. Martin (VDSM), and the governor. Marcelina criticized the lack of transparency in the screening process for the candidate ministers, noting that he had no direct involvement beyond acting as an intermediary between the institutions and the candidates. He highlighted concerns about the influence of unclear internal procedures on government formation. The Honorable Prime Minister emphasized the urgent need for reform in the screening and formation processes, identifying it as a key priority. Steps are underway to formalize procedures to protect the island's democratic integrity and autonomy in forming its government.
Minister Plenipotentiary Dr. Anders Gresita R. Arrindell officially opened the Working in the Caribbean 2024 job fair on November 28th at the Government Administration Building. The event aims to showcase St. Martin as a hub of professional opportunities, encouraging both local and diaspora talent to contribute to the island's growth. In her address, Minister Arrindell highlighted the initiative's role in building connections and fostering innovation. She called on St. Martiners abroad and at home to bring their skills and ambition back to the island, emphasizing collaboration to secure a brighter future. Arrindell also announced that her cabinet in The Hague is establishing a database to support career development initiatives. The next major event, the National Career Fair, is scheduled for March 28th and 29th at the Amsterdam Rai Convention Center. On Friday, November 29th, the Justice Committee of Parliament visited Point Blanche Prison to assess living conditions and hear inmate concerns. During the visit, the committee engaged in dialogue with the Inmates Association, which stressed the need for humane conditions and better rehabilitation programs. Discussions addressed outdated laws, medical care, and the importance of reintegration support. Inmates emphasized that rehabilitation is essential for reducing reoffending and ensuring public safety. The committee toured the prison, including the women's section, gaining first-hand insight into the facility's challenges. They pledged to address these issues through updated legislation and collaboration with the Ministry of Justice to improve rehabilitation and reintegration programs. The visit reinforces the committee's commitment to a humane and effective justice system that benefits all citizens, including inmates.
The Central Bank of Curacao and St. Martin, CBCS, has announced a 132 million guilders bond issue on behalf of the government of St. Martin, scheduled for December 6, 2024. The bond has a 25-year duration with an interest rate based on the Dutch yield curve as of December 4th. The yield for a 25-year loan was 2.784% on November 6th. Subscriptions opened for the Dutch State Treasury Agency on December 4th, and the general public can subscribe through Commercial Bank in Curacao and St. Martin until noon on December 5th. The tender system will determine allocation, with higher price bids revealing full allocation. The CBCS will publish the issue price after subscriptions close. For details, including subscription forms and the prospectus, visit the CBCS website. Annual redemptions begin on December 6, 2025.
my people, make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV15.
Thank you, TV15. Make sure to tune in.
Make sure to tune in to the Late Night.
And Sit, Sip and Chat.
Late Night.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
Amid budget cuts impacting schools, MP Darrell York has adopted his former school, Mary Genevieve de Weaver Primary School, to provide financial aid, mentorship, and resources. York's initiative includes the Pillar PILLAR program, focusing on promoting inspiration, leadership, learning, and resilience. The program, developed with interim school manager Shamira Fleming, will feature mentorship for boys, classroom sponsorships, and training sessions for mentors. York and the community volunteers will offer guidance through activities like sports, education, and self-care, fostering confidence and resilience among students. York has committed part of his salary to fund these initiatives, aiming to expand the model to all schools and students across the island. He calls on fellow parliamentarians and community members to adopt schools and mentor students, emphasizing that leadership requires action. For details or to join the PILLAR program, contact MP York at darrell.york@sxmparliament.org.
Hans Hoogervorst and Julissa Frans have been reappointed to the Boards of Financial Supervision, CFT, for a second term. Their reappointments, approved by the Kingdom Council of Ministers on November 29th, take effect on January 1st, 2025 for a 3-year term. Hoogervorst, recommended by the Netherlands, will serve on the boards of CFT Curaçao and St.Martin, CFT BES, and CAFT. With a background in Dutch politics, he previously led the International Accounting Standards Board and introduced major health insurance reforms as Minister of Health. France, recommended by St. Martin, will continue her role on the CFT Curaçao and St. Martin board, an independent consultant with extensive public finance experience. She played a key role in financial policy after Hurricane Irma. Both appointments will be formalized by royal decree. The St. Martin Small Properties Association, known as SMSPA, held a membership mixer at L'Esperance Hotel on November 20th, emphasizing the theme, Power in Unity. The event focused on collaboration among small property owners to drive growth and sustainability in the tourism sector. National Recovery Program Bureau Director Claret Connor delivered the keynote address, offering strategies to enhance the association's impact. He highlighted maximizing purchasing power, improving service standards, and advocating for government recognition. Connor encouraged members to pool resources, collaborate with service providers, and present unified data to showcase their contributions to the tourism economy. This is just the beginning of what we can achieve when we work together, said SMSPA President Nzinga Lake. The event concluded with the distribution of membership stickers, symbolizing the association's commitment to excellence. Participants also discussed lobbying efforts with key stakeholders, including the Tourist Bureau and the Chamber of Commerce, to assess industry data and strengthen their competitive edge. Treasurer Gianna Dupersoy emphasized, by uniting small property owners can amplify their voice and make a lasting impact.
Soualiga Corporate Toastmasters Club, SCTMC, celebrated its 20th anniversary on November 23rd with a grand gala at Paradise Hall. The event brought together current and past members, including founding members and the first president, the Honorable President of Parliament, Sarah A. Westcott Williams, who delivered the keynote address. President Westcott Williams reflected on the club's journey, saying, "It is an incredible honor to celebrate 2 decades of cultivating communication, leadership, and personal growth in a supportive community." She emphasized the importance of the club's mission in fostering personal and professional development. The milestone event also highlighted SCTMC's achievement and looked ahead to future opportunities to continue its legacy of excellence in leadership and public speaking.
So let's start here with that first, and you can see it, and watch this, how we're talking about days and days of rain right in through here, and then as the week goes on, the northern Caribbean, a better chance of some rain. Still watching out for some flooding parts of Guyana, Suriname, and we did have some showers for some of us in parts of Trinidad and Tobago yesterday and last night. But this here is by tomorrow afternoon. Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama. Look at all that rain. Watch how it just sits there. This is the big issue. This is by the time we get into Tuesday, generally the same picture. Now I'll show you the winds in a second, how that plays into this, but we're going to see these fronts dipping back toward the northern Caribbean. So not only rain in Central America on Wednesday, but as we get back toward the northern Caribbean, it's going to pick up again. So watching the Turks and Caicos, Haiti, over toward the Dominican Republic, a better chance of rain, and we may eventually get some of those showers back through Puerto Rico as we work our way into Wednesday. We need to get some rain in parts of Puerto Rico. So let me show you the big picture, how it ties in with the fronts. We have one front that moved off to the east of Bermuda here, passing by the Bahamas with some chilly nights. Strong northwesterly flow coming out of Canada over the Great Lakes, giving those huge rain totals, or excuse me, snow totals, feet of snow, lake effect snow, parts of western sections of Pennsylvania, western sections of parts of New York, and then even back toward parts of Canada, just huge amounts of snow. Now, I want to look ahead here, as we get deeper into the upcoming week, this is by Thursday, another big front sliding by, more cold air, and I bring this up too because these fronts are going to sink closer and closer to us in the Caribbean, and then eventually, as we go throughout this month, we'll be tracking some more significant cool downs on the way, the Christmas winds, all that good stuff that will be moving in, so I'll be able to time that out for you. But looking here, there's that lake effect snow, small pockets, but a lot of it right in through here. There's one front that is moving away from Newfoundland, so most of the rain today pulling off toward the east, and we'll get clipped by some snow showers and some rain showers, Avalon Peninsula the next few days. But looking ahead, this here is by Thursday. There's that next front moving in, coming out of Quebec, so parts of New Brunswick, over toward Newfoundland, some snow and some rain as well in spots. We've got another big front move.
Mom. How are you? But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. TLM has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about TLM new postpaid plans?
Major Niels Houtenbos officially assumed command of the Marine Detachment on St. Martin on November 28th. The ceremonial handover held aboard HNLMS Holland marked the transition from outgoing Commander Major Ari Noordam. The event was attended by key dignitaries including Governor His Excellency Ajamu Bailey, President of Parliament Sarah A. Westcott, and Prime Minister the Honorable Luc Mercelina. Major Houtenbos pledged to maintain operational readiness and focus on the planning and preparation for a new support center. Outgoing Commander Noordam reflected on his tenure, citing the detachment's critical roles during events like Hurricane Tammy, Tropical Storm Fiona, and regional military exercises such as Caribbean Urban Warrior and Eagle Eye. The Marine Detachment on St. Martin comprises 29 soldiers, including Marines, a boat group, and support staff, ensuring rapid response capabilities across the Caribbean. The St. Martin Library invites the community to a special book presentation by Curaçao author Ange Jesseroen, celebrating her novel Faya Lobi, 200 Years of Fiery Love in the Diaspora. This poignant narrative tells the true story of Jesseroen's family history, spanning the cultural landscapes of Suriname and Curaçao. The novel, published in 2022, traces the journey of Jesseroen's great-grandfather, a Chinese immigrant to Suriname in 1865, and his love story with Emilia, a freed, enslaved woman. Through generations, the story continues, including the romance between Antonius, who moved to Curaçao during World War II, and Angela, a descendant of a plantation owner. Join us for this enriching literary event on Wednesday, December 4th, from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the St. Martin Library. Faya Lobi explores the themes of love, resilience, and cultural heritage, offering a deep reflection on legacy and connection. Ange Jesseroen, born in Curaçao in 1954, is an educator, cultural advocate, and author. She has dedicated her career to promoting cultural awareness and native languages. She will share insights on her inspiration behind the book and the significance of preserving Caribbean heritage. Copies of Faya Lobi will be available for purchase, and the event will include a Q&A session with the author. Don't miss this opportunity to connect with Jesseroen and celebrate the shared history of the Caribbean. For more details, contact the St. Martin Library at 1-721-542-2970.
2024 Atlantic hurricane season officially came to a close over the weekend, leaving destruction, loss of life, and massive economic damage across the Americas and the Caribbean, according to the UN World Meteorological Organization, WMO. Colorado State University's Department of Atmospheric Science described the season as hyperactive, with 18 named storms. Of these, 11 became hurricanes and 5 were classified as major hurricanes, Category 3 or higher, on the Saffir-Simpson scale. Typically, a season averages 14 named storms, 7 hurricanes, and 3 major hurricanes. Hurricane Beryl made history as the earliest Category 5 hurricane ever recorded in the Atlantic, striking in July and causing widespread devastation across parts of the Caribbean. Despite the damage, the storm's human impact was mitigated by advances in early warning systems. Storm activity ramped up in early September, with 7 hurricanes forming after September 25th, a record for late season activity. The 2024 season highlighted the alarming trend of increasingly severe storms, exacerbated by the climate crisis. St. Martin's disaster coordinator and fire commander Clive Richardson expressed gratitude on Sunday that the island was spared. However, he noted that our thoughts should be with those in the region who were impacted. Richardson emphasized, "We have much to be thankful for as a community after making it through another season." Although Tropical Storm Ernesto passed just 65 miles from St. Martin in August, we only experienced tropical storms conditions from one of 18 storms this season. He commended the National Disaster Management Organization and emergency teams for their efforts to protect life and property. Richardson also urged the community to remain prepared year-round as severe weather can occur outside the traditional hurricane season. Always have an emergency kit and plan in place and continue to follow the official channels of the Meteorological Department of St. Martin, he advised. May you and your family enjoy a safe and healthy holiday season. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. on TV 15 across our social media platforms and all Alexa devices globally. I'm Alston Lawrence.
And I'm Jasenia Lassiter, wishing you a wonderful week. See you next time.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.